Retirement has taught me something I've struggled for months. Life doesn't have to be rushed, it can be meaningful. In this video, I'll share how I'm adjusting to a slower pace after 25 years of working and why slowing down felt uncomfortable at first, and how I found joy in quiet mornings, gardening, and living with constant deadlines. This morning we went out to the garden and gathered quite a few of the squash and cucumbers. And if anyone know what kind of squash this is that grow together, drop it in the comment. I have quite a few that's grown together. But yeah, we got quite a bit of squash. And I have this bucket that I'm gonna fill up and take to some of the neighbors, some of the elderly people in the neighborhood who can't get out and garden anymore. Hi, I'm Lisa with Journey with the Car. Subscribe, comment, and like the video. For the first time in what feels like a lifetime, mornings belong entirely to me. After decades of federal service, early alarms, packed schedules, deadlines that answer to no one mercy, retirement has handed me something I didn't know I was starving for. Time with no agenda attached to it. The coffee gets to get cold if I want it to. The newspaper gets to read all the way through. There is no badge to clip, no meetings to dial into, no urgent emails blinking at me before the sun has even cleared the trees. That is not laziness, that is living. The federal job was good to me and it gave me everything I had. Years of service, policies, procedures, and particular kind of pressure that come with knowing your work feeds into something bigger than yourself. But that world run on urgency. Manufactured or real, it never matters. You move fast because fast was expected. You stay late because leaving on time felt like a confusion. I didn't realize how deeply I had built my identity around that pace until the day I no longer had to keep it. Adjusting has been its own quiet journey. For the first few weeks, I caught myself watching the clock out of habit, bracing for a responsibility that never came. My body had been trained like a racehorse, and retirement was like removing the blinders. Suddenly, there was so much open space that it felt almost disorienting. But disoriented gave me ways to delightful faster than I expected. A slow walk through the neighborhood, a long phone call with old friends, a meal cooked with one eye on the timer. These things, which are small as they sound, were relevant. What I have found on the other side of the rush is a version of myself I had nearly forgotten. I think more clearly now. I laugh more easily. I notice things, the way the light shifts in the late afternoon, the way a good book pulls you somewhere else entirely, the way rest actually restored instead of just pausing the exhaustion. Retirement isn't an absence of purpose. It's the freedom to choose your own on your own terms and whatever else pace feels right for the day. If you are still in it, still grinding for that federal job, still running from one obligation to the next, hear me when I say this. The slowdown is not something to fear. It is something to prepare your spirit for. Because when it comes as a gift. I am still adjusting, yes, but I am adjusting into something wonderful. My garden and my plants. 25 years is a long time to be somewhere. That's quarter century of showing up, performing, producing, and providing. When you spend that much time of your life inside a system that rewards urgency, slowness starts to feel like a character flaw. I remember the first Saturday after my last day on the job. No emails, no obligations, nothing pulling at me. And instead of feeling free, I almost felt guilty. Like I was forgetting something important. Life stillness isn't a problem that needs solving. That discomfort was real, and I think it deserved to be said. out loud because nobody warned you about it. But somewhere between the quiet moments and mornings and the dirt on my garden gloves, garden taught me that 25 years of federal work would not go to perish. A seed does not rush. A bloom does not apologize for taking its time. When I started tending my garden in retirement, I wasn't just growing plants. I was slowly unlearning the ideal that my worth was tied to my output. Each morning, I stepped outside with my coffee and my gloves, and I am practicing something that once felt foreign to me. Practice, presence, the simple satisfaction of watching something grow without needing it to happen faster. The joy I have found in this slower life is not loud or dramatic, and it is exactly what makes it so different from anything before it. It lives in the unhurried breakfast, the afternoon naps taken without shame, the evening walk that has no destination. There are no performance reviews out here, no quarterly goals, no one measuring my productivity. Retirement has taught me that meaningful life is not built in a rush. It is built in quiet acclamation moments that we used to be too busy to notice. I am still adjusting, and honestly, I hope that adjustment never fully ends. If you like these videos, subscribe, comment, and like at Journey with the Cars. Be great.